Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are live after 5 a.m. and we're talking about pixels today. So we're talking about how do we represent images on a computer screen? Does anyone know? Well, we do it all with pixels. Okay, so let's go in here and do a little study on pixels. Okay, so the word pixels if I would type that out, pixel is equal to a picture element. All right. So if you guys would just go and look at this, all right, this wouldn't be a bad way of doing it, right? Let's see if I can create a table. Yeah, here we go. Here's a table. So basically that is, let's say this is an image, right? And when you take a picture and you have an image in here, okay, we can start to color this picture in, okay, Control Z. So when you create a picture, what you do is you just start, you basically would take an item like this, like let me see if I can draw a shape. And you're going to take one of your pens and you're going to start, I don't want black, let's say green. We're just going to start coloring in this pixel. Are you with me? How do they get colored in? Okay, remember, everything gets colored in with an RGB value. Who remembers what RGB stands for? Red, green, blue. Remember, it's 0 to 255. That is the red. And then you have 0 to 255. And that is the green. And you have 0 to 255. And that is the blue. So, if you would go get another pen and you color in this pixel here, right? If I colored this in, could I start writing my name in here? Yeah, let's say I would go something like this, and I would go a D, right? That would be my D, and I would start coloring all these in. Well, that's what pixels are. Who understands pixels? It's kind of a very basic element, but you're going to take in these blocks. And now let's go back to this picture here, right? Do you guys see the little tiny squares that were colored in with RGB values? Yeah. All right, so today's lesson, what we're going to do is we want to go to the internet and find a picture, and we're going to go ahead and go to Gimp. We're going to Gimp it and add transparencies. And then the concept behind this, and you can or cannot do this, it's okay with me if you do or don't. The next project is Sprite Smash. So today, if we have time, we're going to start Sprite Smash. Okay? Has anyone in here ever played Whack-A-Mole before? What is Whack-A-Mole? What's the concept behind Whack-A-Mole? Yeah, Riley. That's correct. They are moving randomly around the screen, hitting different holes or mole holes around the screen. You have one of those big, huge smash hammers, and you smash it on the head. Are you with me on that? And if your hammer hits it on the head, then you get points. Are you with me on that? Okay. So you guys need a character. I don't care what you pick. That's going to move around your screen, and you're going to tap it, smash it, and so does that make sense? So when you guys go out today, you're going to go to your internet, okay, and we're going to find something with a background because I'm going to show you how to do the. So can you guys give me something that you might want in your game? Yeah. Morgan, what do you guys want on your screen to move around? Yeah, Lily. Harambe. Can we let that guy rest in peace, please? Yeah. So what do we need? Somebody give me something to look up here. I'm wasting time. All right, so my man Roger Federer just won the Australian Open yesterday. He's the greatest tennis player of all time. Um, it's actually pretty true. He's 35 years old. By the way, he just had knee surgery 6 months ago. At 35 years old, comes out and wins the U.S. Open. He played Nadal final. Federer, there he is. So number 19, yeah. So let's go ahead and get an image of Raj. And what I'm going to do here is get a full body image. So let's find one that's full body. There's Nadal. So why don't we just do this? Roger Federer, Australian Open 2017. Here he is. So there he is right there. So we're gonna take this picture here. It's full body, right? Or that one. That's a good one. All right, so I'm gonna go to view image. You guys want to go why do we want to go to view image on it? You want to get the best possible image here, okay? So then you can go right click, save image as, and what should we always do? Right now, what should I be doing? Creating what? A folder. So you guys want to go back into your documents. My documents, 2016-17. I'm going to go to Q3. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it see-through 1.1.6. Okay. I'm going to open up that folder, and I'm going to put in my Roger Federer picture. Okay. You guys can pick whatever you want. If you want Harambe, knock yourself out. You want a smiley face? You should be picking something with a background right now so that I can show you how to do this, because that's what this lesson is all about, how to edit that in Gimp. Now, I'm going to go back into my folder, Q3, sound decision. Nope, sorry, wrong folder. That was last week. See-through. I'm going to right-click on Roger and edit with Gimp. This is going to start my Gimp program. Now, the great thing about doing this is that the Gimp program already automatically knows what folder I got this from. And now when I go to save it and do an export, it will export it back to that folder. Are you with me on that? Nathan, you getting this? It doesn't matter. If it is a JPEG, yeah, then we're going to change it to a PNG, okay? So I've gone over this. You're going to add the transparencies. How many people already know how to add transparencies to this? Then I would just go pick one that doesn't. Yeah, which is JPEGs. Okay. How many people know how to add transparencies to this? Raise your hand. Who does not and needs to go over this one more time? Okay. So here's what I do. I go to Windows, Toolbox. Does everybody have their Windows Toolbox open? Go to Windows, New Toolbox. Get your toolbox open. I drag it on the left. I don't know why. I like it on the left. Then I'm going to go to Windows again, Dockable Dialogues, and I'm going to go down to Layers. And I'm going to drag that out over here. Okay? Thumbs up if you have those two up. Okay. All right. Layers is in Windows, Dockable Dialogues. Windows, I'll do it again. I'll go to layers one more time. Windows. The second one down is dockable dialogues. Do you see that? I click on it. I scroll over to the right and I get layers. Or you could hit Control L. Okay? Control L. Okay. All right. So now I want to add I want to see Roger Federer, but I don't want to see the tennis court. Are you with me? So I'm going to right click on the small icon and I'm going to add the alpha channel. This over here in my layers. See the little layers tool? It has the little mini picture of Roger over here. Do you see that? You want to right click and add alpha channel. If the alpha channel is grayed out, that means it's already in there. You already have it. You're good. Okay? Yeah, you want to add it. And then you'll see up here next to the, do you guys see the paintbrush up here? You guys see the checkerboard behind that? That says, hey, you got an alpha channel behind there. All right, you're ready to go. Now, what I'm going to do now, there's two tools you can use. The lasso, which is the free select tool, or the scissors, which is the scissors select tool. Okay? I like free select. So I'm going to start. You have to come back to the initial point. So you got to start somewhere where you know where you started. I'm starting by the left shoe. Everybody see that? And I just start clicking around the left shoe. And you go around and just draw a line. You can see how it's drawing a line around Roger. Yep. And you just cut them out. So you guys see what I'm doing? You go around the thumb. And I just go around. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Everybody see this? Takes a little bit of skill. I highly recommend using a mouse here. The first quarter we did this, we only had the finger pads, and it was a nightmare, and I had to immediately go buy mice. So once you come back to his original shoe, you guys with me there? You're going to see a checkerboard outline, a diagonal outline. Are you with me on that? And then if I hit delete, watch this. Is that what I want? That's not what I want. So I'm going to hit Control Z. By the way, if you do mess up, just hit Control Z. Okay. I want to now go to select invert. And I'm going to hit delete. And now do you see how the checkerboard is around everything except what I selected? Yeah. I think it allows you to go back and move that line. You don't want to make a lot of mistakes, though, because lassoing is a little tricky. Just take your time, go around the object. Are you with me? It's a skill you're going to have to develop and learn. Now, does everybody see that there is a ton of gray space in here? Do you guys see how much gray is in here? Do we want that much gray space? No, because remember, this is going to be your sprite. So I don't want my sprite taking up tons of extra room. Are you with me? Because then it would be like I press over here to the right and I miss, but it's going to tell me that I hit him. Because your computer just sees this as a big square. So what I've learned to do is use the crop tool. Everybody find the little scalpel. And you're going to start at one end and start dragging a crop over here. I got to get the tennis racket in there too. Okay, and you drag it. If it's not, then just drag it down a little bit more. And you want to get as tight to the object as you can, and then you double click. You guys see what happened when I double clicked? Yeah. Now there's not as much gray. So let's say you were playing Pong and Roger, or let's say we had a tennis game going and Roger was on one end, the ball would hit Roger. Now his sprite's not so big, okay, and it's actually fair where the ball looks like it actually hits him. Let's go over exporting one more time. You're going to go File, Export As, and I'm going to say this is my Roger 1.png, okay, and I'm going to export it. I'll go over all this again. Export it, PNG. This has to be, this save color values for transparent pixels has to be off. Everybody say off. And then save that for default so it'll always be off, and then hit export. Okay, and there's my Roger Federer. He's ready to go and put into my my next app. So keep calm, code on, refer to this video if you need to know how to GIMP.